Thursday. Thank you, Thursday. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to the too few of you that listen. Oh, let's do a recap, shall we? So yesterday, we talked about these trannies and the tranny at the pool with the kids, inappropriate. But that's the fault of the transocrats and the people that support them. Why you all are still supporting these freaks, I'll never know. Because as long as you support these freaks, this insane, diabolical, inappropriate, X-rated foolishness and grooming that they are doing to children, it's going to happen. It's not going to stop because they feel like they're entitled to it. They feel morally superior, and I don't know why. Because grooming children is disgusting. But when you've been turned over to burning your lusts, that's what you become. So they don't see an issue with grooming the children. But if you have an issue with it, you can't support these people. Now I've said this over and over and over again. Because when you line up with people that are vehemently going against God, and you're not protecting the children is open season on them. That's number one. Number two, let's go to the military. Like I said yesterday, and I outlined, when you're that inappropriate and you're that obsessed with your sin that you have to lead with your sin, and that's what your identity is wrapped up in, and nothing else, no skill, no nothing. Nobody needs that on the battleground. Nobody needs somebody that might run out of medication and then freak out, or like the little blue-haired young man that has been so mentally molested and spiritually destroyed by said transocrats that run around faking and acting like they're superior to everybody else, and they're vehement pushers in Hollywood that put all this foolishness in TV shows, and including children's TV shows and schools. The schools are a big problem. But you don't need that. Good morning. Okay, have a good one. Because when you saw that young man and he went, and the police officer referred to him as him, because he is a him, and he just went, insane. And we see this all the time in videos where they wigging out or trying to sue people or get them fired for not calling them what they want to be called. That's a demonic spirit. It needs to be prayed for, but it does not need to be trifled with, because it's creating all types of disturbances. And then now these people feel like if you don't agree, they all right with assaulting you or killing you. That's the spirit in too many people that align with transocrats. But when you link with jihadis, that's what you're going to get. You feel like it's okay to go out here and kill people or threaten them to get your way. Now, education. Brandon Johnson, Blowjob Johnson, up there in Chicago, or out there in Chicago, they're laying off teachers. Chicago, yet again, which I don't know why people listen to these people when they talk about, oh, we balance it, but they don't balance crap. Crapocrats don't know how to balance anything. Everything is tax and spend, tax and spend, tax and spend. And when you're taxing people to spend on illegals, you're not balancing anything. You're trying to hide what you're doing from your residents. But it's too many people that actually know and pay attention. And they've been telling people as much as they can and putting it out there, but only the fools don't listen, because they refuse to watch anything other than boob tube to confuse you news. Anyway, so they are laying off teachers. This one was over there crying, talking about, I'm laying off teachers, but they come to find out they're hiring bilingual staff. So your children who are American citizens, and the literacy rate in a lot of Chicago schools as well as a lot of schools around the country, the only schools I think that have had a marked difference or improvement is it Alabama? No. Alabama. Where's Sarah Huckabee? Wherever she is and then I think Mississippi. That's it. Everybody else, the scores are abysmal. The children are illiterate. And so much so that colleges are talking about how unprepared children are showing up in college for class and how they can't read. So he's hiring bilinguals. Why is that? Well, when you have more concern about the illegals doing well in school, and less concerned about the kids that are already in the school. See, it's fine for them to go out here and in their stupidity be told that, just go shoot the people in the neighborhood. Go take over the neighborhood. Destroy people's stuff. Go rob. Go do this, that, and the other. It's fine. We just gonna give you an ankle monitor. We're not gonna put you in jail. We don't want you to go to jail. We don't want you to go to jail. We're gonna get rid of the jail. So you can just go ahead out here and act like a jungle and menace everybody. And while you're killing people off or you get killed, we got them over here ready to jump in your spot. That's why you would do that. Why would you put illegals over citizens? But that's because you got too many foolish ass citizens. And if I'm talking about you and you mad, good. And you can step to me if you want to. But I know I'm right. So when you don't recognize or respect your citizenship, you advocate for being a second class citizen, and you paying for it. You're stupid. You're special kind of stupid. You give them your children to groom, but yet you act like, oh, I don't know why. You don't know why? You don't listen to them saying the things that they're saying, aligned with the people that they align with. When you have trannies running freely through the White House for 4 years, what the hell you think? Who you think supports this garbage? This delusion, this misidentification of God's children. Who do you think supports that? Some of y'all got to come up off the delusion. Some of y'all gonna have to have a day of reckoning. God is not pleased with us by denying his word and then putting it into laws. And then when you support people that put this trash into laws and what they're doing to children, it ain't no explaining that. And you certainly can't explain it to me. You can't explain it to me. You can't have the stench of leaving children as prey to predators and groomers out here, and then virtually increasing their ignorance in order for them to just be told what to do and to be frustrated and can't get jobs. So therefore, these people telling you that they need illegals to do jobs because your children have been successfully made illiterate and too stupid to think about their own needs, but to go out here and bitch and complain and make excuses and turn their brain cells over to people that are doing to them what Joseph's brothers did to him. History repeats over and over and over again because people are stupid. You ignore the signs, you excuse it away, and instead of trusting God, you trust man, who is a liar. And these people are lying. These people don't even know what a woman is or what a man is. They want you to believe that E.J. Johnson and those like him are women. And Elliot, a.k.a. Ellen Page, is a man. That's where they're going. And instead of you, first of all, ignoring the pastors that support in their garbage and who are now openly speaking and aligning with it over God, you sit there and still tarry with these people. And then you wonder why the children and everybody is so jacked up. Because of your spiritual anemia and ignorance and your lack of the ability to hold to God over man. You and you alone are party to everything that's going on and why God is doing the things that he's doing and trying to show you. You go into Revelations 2 and 20 through 23. I have this against you. That thing been sitting since Bishop preached on that a couple of weeks ago. And I've been thinking about, I have this against you, that you have allowed Jezebel to mislead my people and teach my people her ways. And those who commit adultery with her, those who commit adultery with her, then he goes on to say that I will cause her children to fall dead. What did he say about not training up your children the way that they should go? When children are disrespectful and out of order, they don't live long. Learn to say, honor your father, your mother. Are the kids, how many kids are living long? How many kids are killing other kids? So you got kids that don't have nothing to do with criminality, being killed by kids that are criminals and applauded in the community for some godforsaken reason. Now y'all think it's cute to be thugs. Never used to be like this. Never. And then you have your people that you say love you and are so for you, who are grooming, miseducating, making your children illiterate and doing nothing about it, but they're funding illegals, making sure that they have what they need. They are putting radical jihadists in places, and y'all don't see the play because you see nothing. You don't even think. They lie. They know these illegals are voting. So Mikey Sherrill gets out there and admits it because they know daggone well once the feds started investigating. She made it clear. This is before my administration. This is before my administration. So she might, because you just became, you was just sworn in not long ago. So it would fall on Murphy, who was there before you. Because you could be prosecuted. I mean, if y'all not doing your due diligence, and rightfully so, it needs to be charges. If the shoe was on the other foot and you weren't allowing trans in your school, like I think Texas, they would sue you for not letting them groom your children. For you not to allow children to be perverted in the schools. So yeah, we need to be suing the crap out of these people because they're sick and they're demonic. And every person that thinks that these people are so righteous and godly, as I told you before, I've been praying for years to God expose every single last one of them. And that they fall in front of your face. Because until your idols fall where you don't have a doubt, you can't hide, you can't be delusional about what is going on with them, you are a problem. And y'all need to be talking to your lieutenant, what's the fool, attorney general out there in Maryland. This man wants to ask the feds to extend temporary, TPS is temporary, not to exceed. It's a period of time. Why is it that they so much concerned? Well, I already know why. Because your kids are dumb. They know your kids are dumb. So these people come here, they're gonna learn what they need to learn in order to function and make money. Your kids won't do that. They fine with them going out stealing and doing whatever they do and scamming. And so many of you. So when they end up dead because they're gonna try to steal from the wrong person, or somebody gonna shoot back, or they're gonna try to shoot a cop and the cop gonna shoot them first, or they're gonna end up in some places when they finally get tired, they're gonna put them in jail, or they're gonna do it in the wrong state and they're gonna end up in jail. But the end is they not giving them no options, because when you don't understand, you're illiterate, and then they not even smart enough. Years ago, our ancestors, when they didn't have that much education, they managed. They had more common sense because they was linked up to God. These kids don't have God because you've allowed these fools to talk them out of God and go with a God of their reimagining. That's your fault. All my videos are on YouTube. If the video cut off, it's on YouTube. Some of them, if they're not on there, it's because I didn't put it on there because I didn't want to. But for the most part, most of my videos are on YouTube. And Mikey Sherrill, they reported something else going on in New Jersey. I hope that gets attention. Because y'all lying, y'all trying to lie about arrest reports. I was like, oh, y'all lying. And it's probably not just New Jersey. Because we already know DC had its issues and was sued in the former Sergeant 1 over manipulating crime stats. But this is more than just crime stats. This is demographics. Y'all have a good day. I'm about to go in here and make the director's office shine as usual. We have such a good time. You all have a lovely day. And do, as I said, consider some things. Go get some wisdom. Go educate yourself and make some quality decisions. Tell Attorney General Brown over there in Maryland, yeah, we don't want TPS. We want you to incentivize these welfare recipients to go to work. The jobs that they claim, oh, the illegal, who gonna do those jobs? The welfare recipients need to be given first dibs. Some of them do want to work. I do believe there's some of them that do want to work. Now, unfortunately, you do have a population that don't want to work. But then I got a remedy for that too. It'll crash or burn. But you need to incentivize working. Go round up some of these dudes, like the dude that was just outside McDonald's with a cup. You a man, sir. Men ain't used to just be happy bumming. They would be doing something to make some money. Round them up. We got a job for you. When did bumming become preferred to actually doing work? And you a man.